Hello GameStop, and welcome to the Daily JPL number 2. And the first thing that I would like to talk about is something that I've done yesterday, and that is finished the Little Deviants for the PS Vita. I also reviewed it, and you can find my review under the user reviews section of my profile. I gave it a 6.0, just like Mod Nation Racer's Road Trip, and I was in pretty much full agreement with what GameSpot gave these two games. Little Deviants is kind of fun in its own right. It's an excellent tech demo as far as showing the control inputs of the PS Vita, but it doesn't have the staying power that a game like this really should have. The only time that you're going to try to replay it is if you have enough friends who have the game as well, and you can challenge each other on the high scores, and that's how you kind of keep playing. But the next thing that I did yesterday was I created a Japanese PSN account, and I did so that I could download the Gravity Daze demo, which is known as Gravity Rush in the rest of the regions. And in order to make one, all you got to do is go to youtube.com and punch in how to create a Japanese PSN account. Although I will suggest that the Hong Kong PSN account, has a Gravity Daze demo in English, and I didn't find that out until I got the one off the Japanese store. So after I had downloaded the Gravity Daze demo, I gave it a spin, and the first thing that I can say is that the visual art style is pretty impressive. It's a pretty cool looking game. It animates very well, and the controls are pretty easy. You basically you shift the gravitational direction of wherever you want to go, and she basically kind of flies by falling. So you see a building way up there, you just shift your little pointing aimer, and she falls right to that spot. You can also stop in midair and readjust your direction and use those type of gravity, those falling maneuvers to attack enemies. However, the demo is rather short. I think it was over in about 3 or 4 minutes, and it didn't really show off too much of what is in store of the actual game. And in my opinion, demos need to be longer. They need to be at least around the 15-minute mark, so you can kind of get yourself absorbed into the game world and see the different kinds of gameplay offerings that will be included in the full version. Pardon me for stuttering. Then the next thing that I did also was I gave the Unit 13 demo another try. I just felt like I haven't played it enough. But as I started playing it again, my PS Vita locked up for the first time. Everything just completely froze. So I was able to go into the home screen and exit out that application. But when I tried to restart it, while I was waiting for it to load, the PS home screen, the Vita home screen music continued to keep playing, so I knew something was wrong. So I tried to turn off the PS Vita, and then that's when it gave me the flashing blue light on my PS Vita home button, and then it gave me a continuous loading, like the circle icon that is associated with loading, and it just would not turn off. So I went ahead and started to research my problem, and then during that time that I spent to research it, it finally shut off. But turning it back on again was another story. I was holding it down for like 5 or 10 seconds, and it just would not turn on. But I did remember reading earlier that in this particular instance, if you hold it down for the power button for 30 seconds, then it enters safe mode, and you're able to restore or reset the Vita from that particular point. And then once I did that, it booted up just fine. So with all that out of the way, the thing that I did today was I started playing more Wipeout 2048. I'm probably going to end up reviewing that game next, but it's very difficult as far as most race games, as far as my skill level for Wipeout games are, because the Wipeout franchise is something I've never been able to be proficient in. So I have to take breaks, or else I'm just going to end up, losing my fucking mind. So what I decided to do as well is play more Hot Shots Golf in the meantime. So those are probably going to be the two Vita games I'm going to review next. So look for those in about a couple of days. So as usual, thank you for watching.